Hi. So, of course, it's not ideal, but that's fine if we can talk over here. So
No, I was hearing you now.
yeah, I've muted my mic on the computer so you can just see me, but you'll just only be able to hear me through the phone. But at least we both can hear each other now.
All right,
Just
good.
curious, you were in touch with one of my directors. He mentioned to you briefly about the offer where he'd bring you 10 minimal clients extra per month, and you don't pay us until we do. Does that sound like something you recall?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and just out of curiosity, how many people do you have working in your establishment right now?
Only me and an esthetician. That's it.
No way. Okay, that's awesome. So how many people do you get in monthly anyways? Like on a good month?
That's a challenging question. I have good months and bad months, but I offer so many services. I would probably say up to 50 people,
Wow.
50 patients, and that includes the injectables.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of machines that I'm definitely selling more than the botox and the fillers, because
Got you.
most of the people that call me to offer these services, they want to sell botox and fillers, and I say no. That's what I sell every day, and I have a lot of clientele for that. So my main concern is I have a neo EM sculpt, and I have a laser
How much?
and a
Because
Morpheus.
with your EM sculpt, how much? How many like treatments is it with that package, or do you have packages, or is it just one type of deal that you do?
No, the EM sculpt should be a minimum of four,
Okay.
a package of four, and the price on those are a little high. So most people want to know the price immediately.
Okay.
I had a company, I don't know if you're familiar with Spark, and the owner of the machine, DLT, was the one that paid for that at
Okay.
that company, and it was a lead. It was leads through Facebook, and I would receive approximately 30 to 40 calls a month. And out of those calls, I had zero conversions. Zero.
Wow. Okay. So this is where we would come in. We would handle all, the calling process, the appointment process. I want to go more into detail with what we offer after I kind of, learn a little bit more about you and your company and what works best and what doesn't work best. So you mentioned the EM sculpt. You mentioned about like it's something that is kind of relatively new, and it's higher price, so people want to know the price straight away. How much is it?
Mm-hmm.
Just curious.
The four treatment is approximately 30, $3,600.
$3,600. And how many, you know, over the past couple of months have you seen monthly come in for that specific treatment? Zero.
Maybe one or two,
Okay, and
maybe one.
why do you think that is? Do you think it's a pricing issue? Do you think it's
I think
effectiveness?
it's the price, obviously, but I'm in a very good area in Miami.
Yeah,
It's Pinecrest, and Pinecrest is it's a lot of
totally.
money
Oh
here.
yeah,
So when we talk about Pinecrest, we talk price. The
totally.
price shouldn't be a problem, uh, but it is, because most of the people that are calling are not calling from this area.
Totally. I would expect that too, and I'm guessing people make the trip down to Miami for these treatments most of the time, right?
Yeah, they come from anywhere but Pinecrest, and that's my main focus. I want
Okay.
people from the area to come.
So tell me the difference because I work with a lot of body contouring, body sculpting, a lot of estheticians as well. What's the difference between the M sculpt and your run of the mill body contouring?
Well, this technology is not new. BLC had what is called the EM sculpt, and it is hyphen. It's high magnetic frequency
Mm-hmm.
contraction
Yeah.
that build the muscle. So approximately 3 years ago, they added to that technology radio frequency. So So now the machine not only contracts the muscle, but it heats the muscle and it burns the fat. So it has two
Okay.
functions now. So
Okay.
it's permanent fat loss and the building of the muscle. So it is very effective. The few patients that I've done, the results are amazing.
That's awesome.
Obviously, if you come in, if a person comes in with a higher than 30% BMI, they have a lot of fat. I always tell them this is not the ideal way to do it. You have to lose the weight and then come to us. And that's usually what also happens. That people think that this is let's fix the problem with this. No consideration on dieting and exercising and all of that. So the machine is very good. It's excellent. The results are amazing. The few people that have done it that have a very good BMI are super happy with the results.
Okay, that's great to hear, and that's I'm glad to see there's effectiveness. You just need more volume of people coming in for it. When you mentioned the body contouring, what kind of packages do you do with that, and the pricing as well, respectively, with those packages?
What we were doing with the other company with Sparks is if you buy the 4 packages, you get $500 off.
Okay, and how much is that body contouring?
So what we were doing, that's the million sculpt. If you're doing, let's say, four treatments at a price of $800 a treatment.
So 2,400.
They were going to pay $31.45.
Okay, and how many people? Okay, because you said the body sculpt. How many people would you get in for the body contouring? Normally on a month, is it more? Is it more?
Like I said, no more than one patient a month.
Wow.
Ideally, I should see 4 patients a month.
Okay, so I'm guessing, you're getting most people coming in for injectables, laser.
Yeah.
Is that about right? Yeah. And I'm assuming those packages are a little lower.
Laser, facials. I have an esthetician, and she's the one doing the facials. PRP. I do a lot of PRP as well.
Yeah.
And then other treatments, including Morpheus 8 and body, which I also would love to see more patients. At the beginning, when I bought the machine, I will probably say I was with about 4 or 5 patients a month, and the number has tremendously decreased with the economy.
Okay, and again with that package, what kind of treatments is it, and how much with the apologies?
Morpheus 8.
So with the Morpheus
is
treatments, what packages do you do for those, and pricing wise with that also?
Well, Morpheus is also an expensive treatment,
Okay.
and usually it should be 3. So monthly treatments is $1,000 each. So again, if you buy 3, you get $500 off. If I were to
Okay.
do it on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay, that's actually everything you said. I'm completely educated now. Now I can we could talk about the fun stuff that you're probably want to hear from me. Have you ever worked with a marketing agency before, or outsourced your marketing?
Yeah.
And tell me how.
I'm working with one.
Okay, and how is that going right now? You said they bring you
Well,
calls, but no conversion rate, right?
I started working with them with Google. They have been doing Google optimization, so the company is Red Local. But I worked for a year. I worked with AvantMed, which is also an advertisement company. And with AvantMed, when I bought the Morpheus, I got it with that package. And honestly, the conversions there were a few patients coming through the leads. The leads were pretty good. Didn't have the intense work that the other company used to have. I would just have to call the person or email them. And they will come directly to my email. I wouldn't have to sign into another
Right.
program and check to see. No, it was more your email. You get the lead, and you get to call them as soon as you get that lead.
Great. So what we do with our process, we actually eliminate the whole thing for you that you don't even need to worry about appointment setting. You don't need to worry about nurturing the lead. We take care of all that. We actually integrate everything for our software, so we take it off your hands. So the only thing you have to worry about is actually the people that come in through the door, ready to go, because we secure
Mm-hmm.
those bookings for you, and you don't have to worry about anything else. So we take care of the consulting, the appointment setting process, and making sure that they pay a deposit down for that said treatment. And it seems like you're trying to push the high ticket stuff a little bit more. So I I would be inclined, if we were to work on something together, to push something more for your high ticket stuff, because of course you said it's not as popular as you wished, and I totally want to bring more volume for the more expensive high ticket treatments, because the more money you make, the more money everyone else can make. And
So
you
and also because I'm paying over $12,000 a month
on leasing
on
for the
those.
machines, right? Yeah, I'm working with another company in New York, and she is paying a fortune with leasing. But I've actually got her so many, I think 17 in the past 14 days. However, her prices are a little bit lower. So I'm trying to think of an offer with your prices where we can both kind of come to a deal, because I do believe it would be a little bit far fetched to say I could get you 10 people to pay 3 grand. But I do see it possible being, at least 5 to 6 people paying for that cavitation or the M sculpt every month. And you know, like I
And
said,
it is, just to clarify, it's not cavitation because if you tell people
of
cavitation,
course, okay, okay.
they're gonna be completely turned off,
Gotcha. Okay,
completely
so
turned off.
this is where we can kind
This
of have an onboarding
machine is
process.
completely different.
Definitely, this is where we can kind of have a little bit more of a personal conversation about what exactly you do, so I can really, really fine tune the messaging and the nurturing process. And I have appointment setters. One of my receptionists, Sarah, she's really good, and she handles everything on the messaging and calling aspect to end. So she takes care of everybody who comes in, and I kind of get back to you and say, hey, Luz, we got someone else coming in on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Normally we'd integrate your calendar. Just out of curiosity, what calendar or what kind of calendar function or integration do you use right now?
That right now I'm working with this company. It's not even a medical app. It's a restaurant app. It's called the Spot On.
Okay, Spot. I've heard of it. I've heard of it. I haven't used it, but I'm quite familiar, and I pick up quick. So,
Yeah.
um,
So people can make appointments. You can make appointments. I
great,
mean, this,
awesome,
but
awesome.
if yeah, because I would definitely would love to have them in the calendar because I manage all my calendar through the Spot On.
Okay, great. So we can kind of have like I said, a more personal conversation about, because we will need to set up your integrate your. By the way, everything that we run won't actually interfere with also your marketing agency that you're currently working with is running too. So we can integrate everything, you know, uh, beside each other. So it won't interfere, and it won't actually affect any kind of results. So the way it would work is we would actually integrate your Facebook ad manager with our software, Go High Level, and then not only would we do that, we would integrate Spot On with our software also. You said it's pretty simple to use, so I don't see a problem using that. And kind of to go in more into the offer now, I think. By the way, let me just add, we actually, I'm sure this is why you were more enticed to take this call. We don't actually charge a service fee until after the results are delivered. So if we don't bring you money, we don't get paid. And like I said, if we don't bring you X amount of people that we promise to bring, you don't pay. So let's just say we promise 5 and we only bring you 4. You don't pay us, and we can't complain. It's in the contract, it's in the agreement. No money, no blood, no foul. We can't say, okay, we're owed this much money. But I do think, just to go into more in depth detail, we do take the deposit. So, when these people, just to make sure you don't get no shows and they're actually really, really, positive on coming in, we make sure that they pay a deposit, and we would take a percentage of that also. Not too much, but just enough to kind of accommodate our services, to actually run the process for the ads. Also, the SMS, and, overall, like the time it takes for the appointment setters to get in touch with these guys. So, let's just say we come to an offer. I think we can bring you at least six people for your M sculpt monthly, which, if you said correctly, it's three grand plus. So I definitely believe it could be a fair offer to ask for a service fee of 2.5 grand monthly at the end. So if we don't bring you six, you don't pay us 2.5 grand. However, I did mention also about the percentage of deposit. So let's just say, I think you said 3.6 grand, right, for the M sculpt. We would take half of a 10% deposit. So we would take down a 10% deposit, but we'd take half of that. So we'd take 180 from every person
Mm-hmm.
as well that is coming in. So we take 180 times six. So quick maths, 680. So that would be 1,000. That would be 1,080 bucks. So that would be the money we take also, with the 2,500 service fee. So we could, let's just make it an even 3,500 at the end. So at the end of the month, if we bring you six people, we would have a service fee of $3,500, and we'd handle everything for you.
So you basically are taking one patient
One patient for
a
every
month
six. I think that's a fair deal, right?
for every day.
What do you think?
Let me see. Yeah, it's pretty fair.
Okay, that's I think it evens out at like 16% or something. So you know, I think that's a fair exchange if we were able to accelerate. And this is the thing, Luz. I'm not trying to just bring you six one month and then goodbye. I'm trying to do this every single month. I'm trying to bring you six minimum every single month, and the contract stays fixed. It doesn't change. So if we say, you pay us at the end of the month, you pay us at the end of the month. You don't pay us until we deliver. Until that trust, until we kind of like build that relationship up.
Yeah, and I think that's the main reason why I'm taking this call, because
Of course,
most people want to charge a fee. I'm already paying a lot of money with Red Local, and I haven't seen a single
of
zero
course. This is why
transaction.
we stand out more than most, because we actually want to help you. We're not trying to take your money. And like we said, if we don't bring you like the amount we said, six people, you don't pay. And we cannot be angry about that. We are 100%
And
inclined.
the beauty of this of this deal is also, I mean, I imagine if I make more patients a month, you guys make more money, correct?
So this is the thing about the deposit. We actually, let's just say a crazy blowout month, we bring you 12 people. It's still 2,500 service fee and 5% of the actual deposit. So it's going to work out a lot more money on your end than us. Like we said, let's just say they're paying a 360 deposit and we only take half. We're only earning money off those deposits after the six people, because like we said, it stays fixed at 2.5. It doesn't go up anymore.
Now, question: How do you guys take that deposit?
Okay, so we actually have a Stripe payment link that we send through SMS. We could actually call them on the phone to ensure that they're taking, precautions. This would mean we have to communicate on your end. Most of these people that are coming in are going to be new people, anyways, through Facebook. So they're not going to know you, or like who is your receptionist, or if you even have a secretary. So
Mm-hmm.
it works out fine, especially because Sarah, my appointment setter, who's ultimately a receptionist at this point because she's working with other clients, um, like like she's a girl as well. So it makes sense that it's just going to sound like she works with you guys. It's just going to sound like she's in the office with you as normal.
Mm-hmm.
So she would be sending out a Stripe payment link. That deposit would come in, and we would send you half of that deposit immediately. Or we could come to a
And
deal.
they sent directly to what, my bank account,
This would go,
or?
okay, so the way it would work is it would go to our Stripe account, but we can come to it. See, this is the thing where we can kind of discuss. I This is the thing. I don't have a set offer because I want to, see, the person I'm talking to and how we can kind of work out a deal. We could make it come to us, or we can make it split, and we could have it sent half to you, half to us. There's ways that we can work around it, so this isn't actually a problem at all. So I think, if you want, we could have it fully sent to you, and then we can 100% trust that you'll pay us at the end. Or we could do it 50-50, that we keep half the deposit, you keep half the deposit. Either or.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like it. It sounds like it's something that from all the things I've tried, this is the one thing that I was looking for. And where are you located?
I actually relocated from New York to London. I have a place in London now. Yeah, right. That's why when I said 9, 10, I was like, oh, no, okay. Because I only got here last Saturday. I only got here Saturday.
Okay, so
So,
yeah, I was like, I'm getting someone from London. One time, I got someone from India. I said, well, this is much better. At least
I promise
the
you I'm not
Italian is
I
not so
promise you I'm
bright.
not from Indian. I'm from New York.
I said, oh my God, I'm telling you, her name was Priya. I still remember her name, Priya, and I'm like, and I will hear the noise of the street and India, and I'm like, where are you working from? Are you in the middle of the street of it,
I know it's unfortunate
Bangladesh?
that they get a lot of false stigma, but
Somewhere in there.
it's unfortunate, but I can assure you I'm not from India. And just to give you some more added security, I could send you over some testimonials from people that I work with. Like just
That
to,
would be awesome. I would definitely would appreciate
yeah,
something like that.
of course.
And then obviously I want to see the
Of
contract
course,
and
I'll send that over promptly.
something like
I
this
would
as a
say
contract.
I would say I could have that over to you after maybe 30 minutes after the call. I'll prep it for you.
Hmm.
I'll pencil down everything that we wrote, make sure everything's finite, and then if you're happy with it, you can sign it, and then we can get on onboarding call perhaps in the next coming days. Excuse me, and we can go from there.
Yeah, it sounds excellent. I'm really excited. I think that this is one of the things I needed to see happening. And if you guys bring me those 8 patients, the machine actually, if I turn this a little bit around, and if you look it up, it's
You need those
already
banners
done.
outside. Are you closed right now?
No, actually, I am open, but these are my. I can't put any banners outside the office.
Okay, why people might steal them or something? I know it's Miami. People.
Oh, it's prohibited. The area here, Pinecrest, is very iffy
Okay,
about banners and things.
okay.
I cannot then put my name outside
What if you pay a
door.
guy like $10 to hey, just tell like every person walking by about this M sculpt. Maybe, maybe you might see some
Yeah,
results from that. $10, it's worth it.
that, yeah, absolutely.
I got a kid
I
in
see a
Miami
lot
right
of
now.
people with banners in the street,
True, you need the arrow. You
waving the
need the
banner.
arrow. That'll work. I promise you that will work. You might get one every week. Totally worth it. $10
Yeah,
a day.
absolutely.
But yeah, no, that's great. That's great that you're willing to go ahead with this after you see the agreement. So look, I don't want to take too much more of your time. I'll have that promptly sent
Okay.
over to you, that agreement, and we can go from there. We'll stay in touch. I have your phone number
And
now.
that's your real name, correct?
My name is Tariq. Yes.
Tariq. Okay. I just want to have your name and make sure that I know who I'm talking to.
Of
Okay.
course, of course,
All
of
right.
course.
All right.
Great.
You look like my son. I have a couple of kids.
I actually
All
have
right.
brown hair. I dyed it. I dyed it. Unfortunately, this is a natural blonde. But yeah, where are you from, by
Oh,
the way?
that's
Just
not a
curious.
natural.
Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Colombia. That's
Colombia.
America.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. Awesome. Great. Very diverse.
But I've been in the States for over 39 years. I don't want to say how old I am.
I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna say you're 45.
Oh, thank you so much. That
Okay.
sounds very good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Very, very. Okay, well, I'll be waiting for your email, and I'm really excited. Hopefully, this fits.
I I'm telling you it is. Okay.
Awesome. Take care.
No problem. You too.
We'll
Goodbye.
talk.